Okay, you clicked on this video for a reason, and that reason is probably because you want to understand what it takes to make millions. And the truth is, millions of dollars is not just going to fall in your lap. There's action steps that you need to take, goals, planning, and a roadmap in order to get there. But before any of that happens, you have to understand and change your mindset. My name is Elena McCory, and I am taking you on my journey from going from zero to $100 million and building my real estate company. And in this time and in this journey, I've had the opportunity to sit down with millionaires and have conversations with them. And these are the things that they share with me on changing your mindset and becoming a millionaire. So let's get started.
I. Jeez.
Number one is changing your thoughts. Most millionaires don't fantasize or live in the past or think about all of the millions that they can make. They create plans and actionable steps to actually get there. And they use the tools that they have to create masterpieces. If there is somebody out there that has a hammer and some nails, and they're in the mindset of using that to become a millionaire, and if someone who has $100,000 in the bank, they use that to become a millionaire. They use the tools and things that they have. They don't fantasize about everything else that other people have or different things that they don't have access to. They look and roadmap and see what's in front of them to utilize that. Now, how does that apply to you in your life? How can you use the tools and the things that you're given? Well, for example, do you work a night shift? Are you off on the weekends? Do you stay at home with your parents or your grandparents? These are small things that you can do to utilize and leverage the tools you have. Do you have a set of skills or knowledge? Are you really good at talking with people? Do you know social media? Use those tools and the things that you have in front of you to create a roadmap to get you to where you want to be. Everyone has a strategic advantage and a set of tools that they can utilize. And millionaires talk about this all the time because they're smart and talented with the skills and things they have. They don't fantasize about the things they don't have, but they do acquire skills along the way to make them better. Second thing that millionaires do is they listen first and talk second. Millionaires have the innate ability to understand and read rooms. They go into negotiations, understanding their opponents. They go into meetings or conversations about their business, understanding the people that they're talking to. You have to get a skill that allows you to actually listen to the information that people are giving you, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you what they want. They're going to tell you what they want to buy. They're going to tell you what they're there for. They're going to tell you the things that are important to them. The key thing that you have to do is have the ability to understand and listen and pull that information out of them. Millionaires are really, really good at this. And I've seen it firsthand doing my conversation with millionaires. Their ability to tell you again and relay the information that you're giving them and tell you what it is that you wanted, and getting to the point of it and kind of swimming through all the other conversation to understand what the person you are talking to and speaking with truly wants from you or how they can help you. Now, how do you apply this to your actual life and your day-to-day skill set? Take time. Start with your family, start with your friends, but take time to actually listen to what they're saying. Try to get to the meat and the bones of the conversation and then relay that information back to them. If you're confused about what they're saying or where they're going with the conversation, ask clarifying questions. Ask questions that's going to get them engaged and have them actually understanding what it is they're trying to tell you. This is a skill that's super, super important, but most people are not going to take the time out of their day to actually master that skill when it comes to communication. This is a skill that I see that is completely thrown out a lot of times, and people don't utilize it to the best of their abilities. Having the superpower and the ability to actually listen to people actively and then relay that information back to them is going to be so powerful, and it's going to help you in your journey to making millions. The third thing millionaires do is they think and plan ahead. This is a really crucial skill because it allows you to predict problems or potential things that may arise in your day-to-day schedules and your day-to-day business and the things that you're doing in your life. The best way to put this into actual practice for you and your day-to-day life is plan out your weeks, plan out your meals. Just do the small practices of planning the things that potentially you want to accomplish within that small window of a week or a month. Actually take time to say, hey, what potentially could happen? And for example, I'll give you a really quick one. When you are going to work in the morning, do you plan out your route? Do you think about traffic? Do you think about some of the lights that you might hit? It's very, very simple and it doesn't cost you anything, but it's just getting you in the habit of thinking and planning ahead. And this is going to be super crucial to becoming a millionaire, because when you actually make those millions, or you produce that product that's going to make you a million, or that business that's going to make you a million, you have to think about the potential downsides that are going to happen, and then also the potential downfalls of the business, the economy, or even what you're going to do and how you're going to spend that money so that way you can continue to utilize it and grow it even more. Now, I would caution you on this one. Be very careful, because some people fall into the trap of overthinking, and then they become paralyzed by their thoughts and anxiety, and then they'll end up don't doing anything, not doing anything, because they trap themselves into fear and overanalyzing every situation. There is a buffer where you have to just make things happen, and you're not going to be able to plan everything out. But just building the skill of planning things out and actually looking through your calendar and seeing what potential problems can arise when doing something is super, super helpful. And it's a huge jump in the journey to becoming a millionaire. The fourth thing is become a student. And I mentioned this a bunch of times on this stage because I think this is really the most important part. And the thing that millionaires and businessmen have constantly said to me is about studying and becoming the best that you can be. Take the time to understand the new tools, understand the new processes that might be coming out in your industry, in your business, in your field. And that does not mean that you have to use all of them, but you having the knowledge of what is out there and what is working and what isn't is ultimately going to help you create a better roadmap to becoming a millionaire, but also building your business in a way that is self-sustaining, but also growing with the times and the industries that are coming up. Now, how do you do this in your day-to-day life? Great question. This one, again, is going to actually be where you set aside time to actually look through, talk with other business owners, look through different articles and blog posts that's coming out, or different books that may have come out, and actually getting your feet in there and actually having conversations with industry leaders to see where they're going and what is coming next in your industry. This one is super crucial because it allows you to build that gap and that bridge of your knowledge and then understanding what the industry is wanting and needing. Now, number 5 is another one that we speak a lot about on this channel, and that is relationships. Relationships are going to be crucial, and you need to understand the power of relationships and how they help you in this process of becoming a millionaire. Now, again, if you increase your industry and increase your field of relationships and knowledge of people, they're going to be the stepping stones that's going to help you get to that next level. Maybe they know a connect. Maybe they know the industry really well. Maybe they understand the processes that you need. Maybe they are an accountant, a lawyer, and someone that you can grow with, or a potential business partner. But you don't know until you explore the relationships and dive deep into the current relationships that you already have right now, because you'll be super shocked and surprised by what is out there and what potentially can help you, or just knowledge that other people have. Again, the best way to do this one is just foster the current relationships you have. Put equity and time into them and just build that knowledge and understand the people that are around you and closer in your circle. Maybe that's in your community. Maybe that's in your family. Maybe that's from a college or somewhere else that you've been that you can utilize and have them help you. Now, this is a bonus tip. The last thing that millionaires do to change their mindset and their game plan is subscribe to this channel. If you got any knowledge or any tips or any help from this video, I would appreciate it if you liked and then shared it with somebody else, maybe a business partner, maybe somebody else that's in business. Share this video with them. And then if you have any comments or concerns or think that I left out anything that millionaires should be doing in their mindset and changing how they think about things, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And then we can start a conversation about it. And as always, let's get to work. Mocha, why are you in the video?